I am amazed by how many different ways our bodies seem to fit together, like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. When my cock enters your cunt, the puzzle is complete. My fridge has never been so full, my cooker never used so much. In fact, both of them temporarily packed up under the strain and stress. My lady has a good eye for bargains. If it says reduced or cheap, she buys it, and I have to carry the bags home. Sometimes my arms feel as though they have stretched so long I could jerk my big toe off. I have been banned from my own kitchen. Not that I could find anything there now anyway. And every evening, much later than I am used to, I am served with delicious meals. I no longer sit up drinking until way after midnight. In fact, I am now normally in bed long before then, and I have swapped my Camel Lights for roll-ups which she rolls for me. I no longer have much time to read. I no longer have need to wank. She demands my body and repays me with love and affection. She has completely rearranged my life, but the strange thing is that I don't really mind. Love is a strange thing. It is amazing what it makes you do. Since Lizzie has come back into my life, I have given up cooking, started drinking earlier, gone to bed earlier, persuaded her to wear glasses for reading and watching TV, although I have never previously been attracted to women with glasses, began rolling my own cigarettes, and allowed myself to be dragged round the market and supermarkets in search of bargains. I have even moved to the other end of the city for her. Since we have been back together, we seem to have done nothing but wait. We have waited in doctors' surgeries. We have waited at the DSS. We have waited for council workers to come and do jobs, and waited for her daughter to turn up. We have waited for buses, waited at supermarket checkouts, and for people to ring up. Whenever we go out, I normally have to wait for her, but not as long as the 16 years I had waited for her to come back. In my lady's garden there is a plum tree from which we pick the fruit. I prefer the not so ripe ones, the sharper taste, and they are also good cooked and chopped with banana. In front of her house is a bramble bush from which we pick the blackberries. These I enjoy raw or cooked and topped with yoghurt, although the thought of maggots in them makes my lady sick. On the way home one day, we picked some wild apples. I like the taste of most fruit: pineapples, grapes, peaches, strawberries, raspberries, kiwi fruit and oranges, but most of all, my lady's fig. The night after we saw the strippers in the pub, she told my friend that she hadn't really learnt anything new and that I hadn't even got a hard-on. I replied that the reason for this was because I was with the best-looking woman in the pub anyway. Later, my friend mentioned a film where women picked up coins from a bar with their cunts. Back at the flat, while sitting cross-legged and naked on the floor, she tried it with a pound coin, but failed. She said her pussy was too wet. I was forced to agree that it was. In order to get Lizzie to take a bath, I have to climb in with her and wash her all over while she squirms like a little baby. I don't mind this at all. The rewards are often greater than the effort. And besides, I love slipping the soap inside her pussy almost as much as she loves me doing it. On our first day in London, I scratched her ass for her on the escalator in the tube station, told her I loved her and kissed her while sitting in Trafalgar Square amongst the pigeons, and lost my temper with her for daydreaming in Berwick Street Market. When we got back to the flat, we fucked. Then I took her out for a drink with one of my friends. Before we ate fruit, drank cider, enjoyed foreplay and fucked again in bed. Apart from the locations, it was quite a normal day really. In the morning, we both had the shits from the fruit and cider and masturbated each other, which was quite normal too. We've both been around a bit, maybe twice around the block and back. But getting together with you again is like reaching the end of the road. Safe, secure and warm, like being back home. I live in the real world, not some bullshit make-believe existence. My lady is my lady. She is real and we are together constantly. And yet some so-called people are spreading it round town that she is living with some crazy junkie she hardly knows and seeing some blonde guy on the side. I feel sad for these people. They're empty and pathetic lives where they have nothing more to do than slag off people better than themselves. These spineless, festering maggots of humanity. I piss on them. I live with two women who look so alike they could be identical twins. One is kind and gentle, loving and sober. She tells me she loves me very, very much, dresses up smart and puts on makeup. She loves to cook for me and lets me take pin-up photos of her. She loves cooking me beautiful meals and tends to my ailments, calling herself Nurse Cross. I love her more than anything in the world. The other is a loudmouth, abusive drunk who doesn't care about her appearance, refuses to cook and screams at me, telling me to fuck off, and asks me, "Who the hell do you think you're dealing with?" She tells me she's a bastard, and sometimes I believe she is. She can be the biggest bitch I have ever met, and at times I hate her. The only good thing about her is that often when I go to bed with her, I wake up with the one I love. Maybe they swap over while I'm asleep.